The move by the Modi government in giving a visa to a well-known Uyghur activist may not have a reciprocal impact on China, says expert while speaking with NNIS. In fact, they regretted lack of proper communication channels between India and China, which may have affected bilateral ties at different levels. After China put a technical hold on Jaish-e-Mohammed Masood Azhar's listing by the United Nations Security Council, India publicly criticized China. The need for action against Azhar was raised by External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj, Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar and National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. Also in retaliation, an electronic visa was issued to Uyghur democracy activist Dolkun Isa to allow him to attend a conference organized by a group of Chinese democracy supporters in Dharamshala. Once the news broke this week, China was quick to remind India that Dolkun Isa is a terrorist in red notice of the Interpol and Chinese police. While both the World Uyghur Congress and the Chinese government claim that there is a red corner notice, the database on the Interpol website doesn't list Dolkun Isa in the 160 notices issued by China.
Well, the Chinese have in the United Nations Security Council discussions on counter-terrorism because the United Nations Security Council had passed 3 main resolutions on counter-terrorism which curbs any activity which is leading to terrorism, including financing, arms supplies or any other protection to the terrorist havens abroad. So China had been voting against Indian request to make accountable the Mumbai attackers as well as the Pathankot attackers. They keep raising these issues, but essentially there is a miscommunication between the two sides. Essentially both are approaching in a bureaucratic manner, which suggests that there is not much of strategic partnership and cooperation between the two countries. President Pranab Mukherjee is expected to visit China in May. National Security Advisor recently concluded his visit to China as part of the 19th Special Representative Meeting on the territorial dispute and broadly the national security aspects. In the light of the Defense Minister's visit, where counter-terrorism issues have been raised, and also External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj's visit to Moscow to attend the 14th Russia-India-China Foreign Ministerial Meeting. In all this, in the declaration in Moscow, Sushma Swaraj had mentioned about countering all forms of terrorism.
China has done some kind of border deal with the Pakistanis, giving away land that India claims along the McMahon line and beyond. So the relations with China have not been good because it has used Pakistan as a counter pressure on India. So Masood Azhar's thing being sabotaged in the UN by the Chinese was to be expected, and India's giving a visa to a Uyghur militant, though he's not a military person. India agreed, I think very intelligently and also carefully, to say that Tibet is part of China, which it did not have to say. It could have tried to play politics with it, but I think internationally that has been accepted as a good move. But there are problems on the border.
See, China might have dubbed them as a terrorist, but actually they are, both of them, you know, are human rights activists. They are fighting for the cause of the Uyghur community who have been suppressed by the Chinese military authorities, and these are the people, they are promoting human rights values in that region. and they have been accepted by the international community as a as a human rights activist. You know, they're based in China, Germany, or Americans. You know,